Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video of writing automation scripts. Today, we're going to be scraping Google Maps data, specifically like contact info, maybe address, that kind of thing. So today, we'll close Automize right now. Today, we're just in Atlanta, Georgia, and I've searched for restaurants, and it pulled up this little menu here. And so what I want to do here is, let's open up Automize. What I want to do here is just basically scrape all these data. Maybe we'll just do phone number and a couple other things here and there. Now, before I get started, I want to preface for this specific example today. This is not a real use case. I'm just kind of demoing Automize, or maybe you find a different website that's similar to Google Maps and you want a starting point. That is what this video is going to be for. If you actually want to do something exactly this, which is search for restaurants and then get the data from Google Maps, Google Maps has an API. Remember, you need to, before you scrape anything, you got to make sure they don't actually have just an API you can use. So here I just searched Google Maps API. Here it is, place details. So it lets you search. So you can do nearby search, and it'll give you some results. So like here is kind of a demo. It gives you 10 places, and then you can call this details, and it will give you like the name of the location and all these other things. So it will do a way better job of any script that you or I will ever write, and provide it to you super easily. And Google Maps is relatively expensive, but it's certainly going to be a better bet than writing a script for it. So just keep that in mind before you ever scrape something, that make sure they don't have an API beforehand. Okay, so now we got that out of the way. I'm just going to kind of go here. We'll just write a couple selectors. I'll talk about, why I'm selecting them the way I am. And then I'll just kind of demo them just in like regular JavaScript. Okay, so here I have Automize open. I have it on the right side. You can just switch that whenever you want by hitting those three dots and moving the dock. I think on this website it works best on the right side. But yeah, you can do whatever, however you see fit. So first, what we would do is we would click on also. There is a new Automize update, so hopefully, and I jinxed it. The goal is to eventually get rid of this refresh button, but it looks like right there, I needed to refresh. So I'm gonna keep chugging away, but hopefully you'll never have to refresh Automize. So this first one here looks like there's an A tag. You can see here's our list, right? We're used to doing this. So this first one, it looks like the auto selector was not very good, because this is going to change, obviously. So let's see if we can keep going. Yeah. So this is kind of a time where it Automizes is going to give you a great selector, because although this is a very good selector of exactly how the user would see it, like let's say if they were blind, like using a screen reader, they would see Google Maps, role main, and then this exact restaurant, which is perfect, but that's not what we want, right? We want the list. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all my selections because, okay, Automize isn't really going to help me here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push, let's do A. Okay, so there's 19 other A's on the page, so that's probably not what we want. Inside the role main, 17 others, that makes sense. And then we just want the first one. Okay, so this is what I would click on. All right, so remember, this is not a real use, but I would click, this is how I would do it. A, the first one, because then I can just loop through all 17 of them in here. Okay, so I would click on that, and then it would open up here. I would put that in my script, which I'm not writing, because remember, just use the API in this example. Let's say I wanted to scrape the review. I can click here. See, this is kind of where, the vertical Automize is not great because stuff kind of goes off the screen a little bit. But let's see if we can get this 4.8 here. Let's see what it says. Give myself a little extra room. Yeah, it's got to think for a while there. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, looks like it didn't like that too much. Let's try that again. I think because I was adjusting it, didn't really know what to do. Okay. So same thing here. Same issue. It's using this ARIA, which is this specific restaurant. Okay, and then some other stuff. So I just don't think this is a very good selector. Let's see what else it's got. Yeah, it's just gonna keep giving us. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we don't like any of these. Instead, let's see if we can get this main information. So I'm with my eyeballs right now. What I'm doing is I am looking and reading all these little like tags and stuff. Basically anything that you can hover over. I'm reading that and I'm thinking, does that seem like it won't change? This role main, that really seems like it will not change. And there's multiple, right? Because I guess this was also a role main. So maybe I would go back, I would update that old selector and make sure that we're getting the 0 with 1, or I could check the parent. But in this case, I guess, there is like this mouse over panel here, which I think is what this is. But I'm okay with just saying the first one because it's pretty obvious that that's not going to change. And then I'm going to come in here. We need like this header information. And unfortunately, it looks like this class is really the only way of getting it. And I really don't like this capital T, capital I. That just doesn't seem very sturdy to me. So it seems like this hidden might be our best bet, or it is the third span, which isn't horrible. But I think aria hidden might be my best bet. Yeah, it looks like that is the only one. So I could just grab that, and then we would just do a simple get value inner text. So if I were to use this in my script, I come over to my console, right? And then here we can see, oh, it looks like that does not work. Does it give us the right element? No. Okay, so see, this is why we check, because it looks like it's getting this X up here, which is not what we want. So let's see. Oh, interesting. So maybe we want font body medium. Seems like that's okay. And then we can get this here. Is that right? Let's see. Also, this could be a glitch in Automize if it's not right. Oh, yeah. No, it is correct. Okay. So then if we just did that inner text, we would have, there's our 4.8. So something like this. And this seems okay. Font body medium, I'm not a huge fan of that. Maybe I would go span 3, but like I said, not a real example because we would just use the API. But that's kind of how I would do that. And then why don't we do one more just for the sake of the video? Let's get their phone number. So in here, looks like that's the only phone number. Let's see what Automize thinks about this. Oh, there is also their phone number, which is just right here in this ARIA label. So maybe why don't we try getting that instead? So let's double click on that. Data tool. Oh, that's perfect right there. So it looks like in this case, Automize did a good job. So we can copy that, but we don't actually want the inner text. We just want to get this. Let's do data item ID because I can see this right here is their phone number. So I would do get value and we want the attribute, right? And we'll copy this and it's data dash item dash ID. So right here, instead of your attribute, right, we want data dash item dash ID. It looks like it's helping us out there. Boom. And there's their phone number, which you can parse however you see fit. So this actually ended up being a pretty good demo of, how to select things, how to make sure that they're durable. So that here, if I click on George Restaurant and Bar, right, now, and we use that old selector, bam, there's that new phone number, right? We didn't have to worry about anything. Hopefully our old one should also work. Yep, boom, 4.7. So because we didn't use that ARIA label stuff, we didn't have to worry about buy George's Restaurant and Bar. It'll work, for all of these. So, hopefully you learned something. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, if you have any featured requests, if you have any video ideas, or any comments in general, be sure to leave those. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.